everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Deborah and I am here to give you my first impression of Novoland Pearl Eclipse. So go ahead and grab your tea mugs and come along with me on this journey as we discuss Novoland Eclipse. Let's go. Okay, so Novoland Pearl Eclipse is a drama that has 12 episodes that have aired right now. It's starring Yang Mi, it's starring William Chan, and it's starring Zhu Kai Cheng. And if you're familiar with my channel, you probably know, or you follow me on Twitter, then you know that I absolutely like the three of them, especially like Yang Mi, William Chan, and Zhu Kai Cheng, people that I absolutely adore, especially Yang Mi. So I was really excited about this. I have literally been waiting for this drama to finally air, and it has now finally aired, and oh my goodness, I have a bunch to say. So first of all, let me give you a summary of what the story is about. So it's about our female lead, Haishi, who goes to sea with her dad in order to get pearls for the emperor, and she ends up getting the pearls, but she loses her dad in the process. And I won't give spoilers on how that happens, but she loses her dad in the process. And she comes back to land and goes back to her village to provide the pearls to the army that came to get the pearls for the emperor. And the army turns out to be these corrupt individuals that want the pearls for themselves and decide to slaughter the entire village and report back to the emperor that they actually did not get the pearls from them. And these pearls are meant to be pearls from mermaid tears. And so Haishi provides the pearls to these corrupt individuals, and they, like I said, they pretend they never got it and they're about to kill them. And so Haishi runs away. When she runs, she is saved by this dude who is the master of this army that basically is a shadow army belonging to the emperor. And it turns out that he is also the emperor's best friend. Even though there's bad blood between them, the emperor absolutely hates his gods. And so this dude basically tells Haishi, I can take you under my wings as my student slash disciple, but you have two choices. If you come with me as a girl, I can't guarantee you anything except for safety. If you come with me as a boy, I can guarantee you will get everything except safety. Which do you want? And so she chooses to be a boy. And so he takes her under his wings. She becomes his disciple and she lives as a boy under his wings. And the only person that knows she's a girl is her elder brother, which is like not blood elder brother but disciple elder brother, like senior brother in the school. So she goes and she lives with the master of hers, this Shifu of hers, and she finds out that the Shifu is basically, like I told you all, someone who works for the emperor as his shadow in the dark and tries to keep the emperor safe. Meanwhile, Haishi hates the emperor because she feels it's the emperor's fault that she lost her dad and her village lost so much. And it's because of the emperor that she had to leave her family and come live with her Shifu. So her goal in life is to kill the emperor. And then begins the story of Haishi's hatred and plan of revenge of wanting to kill the emperor. Meanwhile, her master, who is also our male lead, played by William Shen, is the person who is the emperor's best friend and who is trying to keep the emperor safe and will keep the emperor safe at the risk of even losing his own life. Like, that's how much he wants to keep the emperor safe. And I don't even mean that like, oh no, they're loyal. You will see what I mean right from episode, I believe, 1, when they meet. You see a connection that him and the emperor have, and you're like, oh dang, he really likes this emperor like that. Like, he really cares for this emperor like that. And so that's just setting the stage for the angst that is about to come and the troubles that is about to come, right? Alright, now let's talk about the characters in this drama. And I want to be very specific. Like, when I talk about the characters in this drama, I am not talking about the actors and actresses, please. Like, I feel like I need to differentiate it for this particular drama because I absolutely love the actors and the actresses, but the characters, Alright, so let's talk about the characters. So Haishi is a very stubborn and two-track minded female lead, and she's two-track minded in that one track of her mind is the revenge, where she has to kill the emperor and she won't hear anything except the emperor dies. Like, she doesn't even care that her Shifu is close to the emperor. All she sees is the pain that the emperor causes her Shifu to go through, like the risks her Shifu has to take for the emperor at the risk of his own life, and all the trials that he goes through and sufferings that he goes through. So instead of her seeing the love her Shifu has for the emperor, all she sees is the bad, which really makes her hatred of the emperor increase and enlarge. And so Haishi is one track minded in that sense, and then her second track mind is her love for her Shifu. I kid you not, Haishi is always like that character that's always shouting Shifu, 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 Shifu. Like, literally the first 6 episodes, most of her like lines are Shifu this, Shifu that, I'm doing this for Shifu, Shifu that, Shifu. Like, she literally lives for her Shifu and to get revenge. That's basically Haishi's entire character, okay? However, what I do like about her, and sometimes it might be covered by her stubbornness and by her two-track agenda. However, what I really do like about Haishi is how loyal she is to those who were good to her. And you can see that even in the beginning, where there's someone who is very close to her that attempts to kill her. And when this person attempts to kill her and their lives basically come at risk, Haishi tries to save this person, and I'm just sitting there going, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if I can do that, but I respect you, because that is some like mad loyalty. Like, you're better than me, Haishi. I give you props for that and stuff. So I really like how they set up that beginning, and they showed us that in the beginning, because that prepares you for whatever happens with her Shifu. You feel like at the end of the day she might still like be there for him when it matters, or whatever makes her change from being this loyal person to going against her Shifu will be something really deep that cannot be, it's not something that can be reversed. It's not something you can go back to. So that's something I really do appreciate about Haishi's character, even though, like I said, she's extremely stubborn and two-track minded. Now, our male lead's character. Now, this is, if you watch my reviews, you know that when I don't know a character's name, that means I don't really care for the character. And I kid you not, this is the first time I have actually watched a drama and I do not know the male lead's name. Like, I don't know the male lead's name. I don't mean obviously as an actor. Obviously, I know him as an actor. That's why I said, please separate what I'm about to say from them, the actors, from the characters. Because I only know him as Shifu, probably because she's always shouting Shifu, Shifu, Shifu. I know he's a Fang, but I don't know Fang what. And that's because the Shifu's character is extremely bland. Like, I have seen so many leads in like historical dramas, Zanzia, Wuxia, Zanhuan, and all that, but I don't think I have ever seen a male lead that is as bland and just boring. I don't even want to say boring, because it's not that he's really boring, he's just bland. Like, you know when you look at a soup that is just like white, there's no nothing on the soup to beautify the soup? That's basically what he is. He doesn't have charisma, which makes the blandness stand out even more. So everything tends to fall flat for the most part when it comes to our male lead. Like, I should technically feel bad for all the sufferings that he's going through because of the emperor, but instead I don't feel sad for him at all. Instead, who I feel sad for are his disciples that have to bear the brunt of him and the emperor's misunderstanding and like fight. And so I really come out not really rooting for him. Plus, he's annoying me in that, okay, we know that he still views the emperor as his best friend. He feels regret for how his actions have led the emperor to be how the emperor is right now. I get all that, but what is annoying me is the fact that he doesn't explain that to Haishi, and he leaves Haishi to keep like viewing the Emperor as this evil character. Don't get me wrong, the Emperor is not perfect either. Like, he has his issues, which I'll come into later. However, my issue with the Shifu is he's not even explaining what led the Emperor to this. Like, okay, you understand why the Emperor is this way, then help your disciple also understand, because all she sees from her side is this evil Emperor that's making her her brothers and her fellow co-workers and teammates suffer, and is making her Shifu suffer. So obviously she will hate him even more, considering the past that they had. You're not explaining anything, which is leaving room for the misunderstandings that's gonna lead to the angst, I guess, that the story is gonna be built on. However, that is something that frustrates me with the Shifu. So right now, I am definitely not rooting for the Shifu. I'm not even rooting for Haishi. Neither am I rooting for the Emperor. To be honest, I'm not rooting for anyone in this drama, which really blows my mind, because normally you root for the female lead or the male lead. Like, you find someone that you hold to your heart and you root for that person when you're watching a drama. But right now, I really am not rooting for anyone. I'm just watching the drama. Let's put it that way. Now let's talk about the Emperor. So the Emperor Zhu-Kai-Cheng, oh my goodness, they succeeded in making me dislike a Zhu-Kai-Cheng character. I never thought it would be possible. Like, even in the beginning when the Emperor was showing his like annoying sides, let's put it that way. Not necessarily evil per se, but more of annoying. Like someone that's putting up a temper tantrum. That's what it feels like. When Zhu-Kai-Cheng was doing all that, like, I did not dislike him. The part that really made me go, okay, I can't stand this Emperor, and Haishi, you need to kill him and kill him fast, was the part where he actually beat the disciple and the Shifu. Like, I didn't really care that he beat the Shifu because I know they have their beef. But what really hurt me was when the innocent bystander in the disciple of the Shifu was also beating Haishi's elder brother. That was when I was like, okay, I'm absolutely done with like this Emperor. I'm done with the Emperor. I'm done with the Shifu. I'm done with Haishi. I'm done with all of you. Like, y'all can go to places for all I care. So that's how I feel about the characters right now. Okay, and I do feel like the actors are doing a great job with their acting. I don't necessarily think it's an acting issue. I think it's more of a storytelling issue, of a script writing issue, and a directing issue. However, the actors are doing a great job with what they've been offered. However, that's just how I feel right now about this drama. In the beginning, the sound was weird for me, and not weird in a bad way, but weird in a way that I didn't understand till I heard Yang Mi talking, which basically told me that they weren't dubbing their voices. I don't know if it's not being dubbed for everyone or just specific people, but that was something that really stood out for me. And then when I heard Yang Mi's voice, I'm like, oh, so this is why it sounds weird to me. They're using the actual voices. It's not dubbed in the technical sense that we're used to. So that was something that I guess we can give this drama props for, that I really liked about this drama. The storyline, in terms of the storyline, usually like the first few episodes lays, especially like the first episode, lays the foundation, so the drama builds on that. However, for this drama, it feels like this foundation has already been laid, and what we're doing is digging into the ground, digging into that foundation, like unburying everything that has been buried and unraveling the secrets that are beneath the ground. So this drama is different in that sense, where we're not building things up. The foundation, the story has already been set. Now we're peeling off the skins from the onion and trying to figure out what's behind it and then get to that destination. And so that's what the storyline and the storytelling feels like with this drama. The pacing started really fast, then it became mellowed, and then it just became really steady, which also ties back to my whole point about the foundation, where it feels like the foundation has already been built, and what we're doing is basically unpeeling the skins. So yeah, right now I'm not like emotionally attached to any of the characters. Like, no character has made me cry for them, and like I said, a lot of things have happened. Yes, I felt anger at certain actions of people, and like felt like certain people were just behaving too low or too despicable, but it hasn't gotten me all gaga-eyed, goo-goo-eyed, in love with them or in tears with them or anything like that. And I kid you not, teary scenes have happened or things that should elicit those emotions from me right now. But hey, I am just on episode 7, okay? The 12 episodes have currently aired, so who knows, maybe by episode 12 I'll feel a different way. Let's talk about the chemistry in terms of female lead and our main lead. There is absolutely no chemistry. I am so sorry. Like, they're so awesome when they're separate. Like, just Haeshi as a person is an amazing person. She's an amazing fighter. She's extremely stubborn, which can be really annoying and like two-track minded, which can be really frustrating at times. However, she's awesome in her own right. She doesn't need saving. So I really like Haeshi's character. And our male lead, like, when you just put him aside, he's also like a nice shifu that you like and all that. Like, they're awesome separately, but when you put them together, I don't get like this energy of this perfect duo in terms of the fights, the martial skills, the power, the charisma, anything like that. Nothing from them. It's literally bland. I don't get any romantic tension from them. Like, now we're beginning to get signs of how Haeshi is like attracted to him and he might be attracted to her too, but there's no like chemistry yet, which at first was bugging me. But thinking about it, like, I literally just thought about it before I made this review. I'm like, you know what, it might not be a bad thing that we're not getting that like sexual chemistry from them yet, because they still view each other and we still view them as master and student. So let them take the time to prepare us for the change and the switch from a master and a shifu to a romantic partner. So I guess that's the good part of it, that we're not feeling the chemistry yet between them, but we're seeing it slowly grow and progress. Yeah, those are my thoughts on the chemistry. Now on the CGI. Oh my goodness, like the CGI and the green screen is so pronounced in terms of not being good that it's not even funny. And I'm gonna show you like proof here so you can see what I mean. And what I really don't like about it is how there's like this bluish tint that they put in the scenes where they use like pronounced green screens, and it's become so obvious that the background is not real and what you're watching is not real, and it's a green screen, that it kind of slightly annoys me and frustrates me with the drama. So the green skin, the bluish tint, and the lighting is really bad at certain parts. Like, you might be at a certain part where you can see they built this whole arena from scratch, and this is like a real place, and then suddenly it just switches on you to this green screen that's really pronounced with a bluish hint, and it just really sucks and really frustrates me. So that's something bad that I have to say about the drama right now. It's really pronounced in episode 3, so watch out for that when you watch episode 3. I am definitely looking forward to the build up of the relationship between our female lead and our main lead. I'm looking forward to the love lines and getting to know more about Zukai Kang's story, because if there's a character that has a story that really intrigues me, it's his character. So I'm really interested in knowing even more about his story, even though it feels like we know everything that there is to know right now. But I'm interested in the love lines of Fang, Zoying, and the Taylor. So those are the love lines I'm actually really hyped for. But I'm looking forward to the chemistry growing between Yang Mi and William. Overall, if nothing else was airing, maybe I would see myself like being absolutely obsessed with this drama and it would attract my attention. But for a Yang Mi drama, like, this has to be the first time that I am literally watching this drama and sticking to the drama just because it's Yang Mi and not because of the storyline. So far, the storyline hasn't succeeded in hooking me. Like, don't get me wrong, I am interested in raveling the mystery of the past. However, I am not so interested that I am sitting down and clicking the next episode and wanting to watch the next episode. I kid you not, I'm on episode 6 right now. No, episode 7 right now. And I had to pause and come and make this review because I noticed that at least for 5 minutes of episode 7, I wasn't even watching it and I was just playing with my phone. And then I realized, oh damn, wait, Deborah, you're watching the drama. And then I looked back up and I'm like, ugh. And then I just paused it and I came to make this review. And that tells you how much it doesn't have my interest. And right now, the other dramas that are airing that are really holding my interest and are really interested. So it's almost like, why should I punish myself into watching this drama when I can be watching other things? Does that make sense? And I hate that because I absolutely really love Yang Mi. I feel so guilty for saying this, but it's the absolute truth. And you know, I literally just come here and tell you my real thoughts, and I do not lie to you. So I cannot come and lie to you and tell you I am obsessed with this drama. It's the best story ever. No, I do see the room for growth and it being better. It's just that it's probably gonna be a journey to get there, and I just hope they don't lose my interest in the drama before we get there, because there's only so much Yang Mi can hold me to watch the entire drama before I just clock out. Does that make sense? But yeah, this is how I feel right now. Have you watched Novoland Pale Eclipse? Let me know your thoughts down below on your first impression. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know your thoughts down below. And are you gonna keep watching this drama? If you currently agree with me on your thoughts on this drama, are you gonna keep watching? And if you're gonna keep watching, what is gonna be your reason for continuing? Is it gonna be the leads like me for Yang Mi, William Chan, and Zukai Chang? Or is it for another reason? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and keep being awesome, beautiful people you are. From me to you all, you know I have nothing but love for you all. Stay awesome.